Welcome back to the ZeroW Podcast, where we talk about lifting, coaching, and more. You can learn more about ZeroW by going to www.zero.com.au. That's Zero with a W. We are also proudly sponsored by Establishment Coffee. Head to establishmentcoffee.com.au. Use the code 025 for 25% off and free shipping. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. That's what all the cool kids say. And if you're on Spotify, hit that 5-star review. We love it. Enjoy the show now.
Welcome back to the Zero Weakness Podcast.
ZeroW Podcast.
ZeroW Podcast.
Thank you.
Has it ever been the Zero Weakness?
Never will, never has, never will.
What is it on Spotify?
Doesn't
Now they're
matter.
just
Someone
pulling
made
your
an
leg.
error when they entered it.
Bro, no, you've changed it about 5 times.
No.
I'm sure I've heard Zero Weakness.
Yeah, no,
podcast
actually,
in the
you're
past.
right. I don't know what my brand is. I forgot. Yeah, my bad.
No, but the podcast, I think we changed it after I already put it in.
So when can we use Zero Weakness in a
Never.
sentence? Never.
Welcome back to this.
Not when you're referring to the brand.
But you know
Okay.
the old intro used to say the Zero Weakness Podcast.
It did, yeah.
See, bro, this is on you.
We have this
No.
conversation all the time.
Yeah.
No.
I knew I'd heard it before.
Welcome back to the Zero Weakness Podcast
Welcome back.
with the jazz music in the background.
That's good. Good old days.
What is it? Where we talk about how to be a better lifter, a better
Yeah.
coach, and everything in between.
Okay, I'm feeling self-conscious.
How you guys been?
Sick.
Sick?
Oh, really? Have you
Yeah.
been sick?
I've been unwell.
Did you get the flu like everybody else?
Do you remember last week when I walked in, you're like, how are you? And I was like, I'm really good, but my head is killing me.
Yeah.
I went and ended up getting an urgent blood test on the Friday.
Yeah.
And so I've been on antibiotics since then. And it's like kind of better, but
Yeah.
I don't know, it's not going away.
So you still have a headache?
I still have a headache, but I'll deal with it when I get back from Melbourne because I leave
Yeah.
for Melbourne tomorrow.
Yeah, wow.
Was the-
oh, you poor thing.
Was the urgent blood test from the headache?
Yeah, my doctor thought that it was something to do with my jaw and like an old infection in my tooth,
Yeah.
but it didn't come back with anything. So at the moment, I'm not too sure where it's coming from or what it is, but the antibiotics are working, so that's a
Good.
positive.
That's crazy that's the route you went. Like it's a...
Like a tooth thing.
Yeah.
Well, because when he was touching my face and he's like, where does it hurt and stuff?
Well, hold the phone. Before you went to the doctor, I was like, it's probably something to do with your
Yeah,
teeth.
Thomas speculated it was my tooth, and then so I went in and I was like,
My
I've
boyfriend diagnosed me.
and the doctor was like, yeah, that sounds right.
What does he do? Strength coach. Perfect.
Dr. Zero Weakness.
He
Dr.
said
Zero.
I should get an MRI when I get back just to figure out what it is. So I'll do that.
Interesting. Well, hopefully it's
Wow.
nothing too hectic.
Yeah, I
sure
hope
it-
it's all okay.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah.
Well, I'm unwell, but I can't really follow that sob story. So
It's not a sob story.
I'm good, thanks.
What's wrong with you, Thomas?
I don't know.
He's so
That's comp week.
sick.
I'm just out of sorts. So you imagine, right? So James, you've known me the longest.
Mm-hmm.
If someone's like, "Oh, I saw Thomas at the shops," and you're like, "Oh, really? You sure it was him?" And they're like, "Yeah, he was sitting there, and he was eating a meal, but he couldn't finish it, so he left." You'd be like, "That wasn't Thomas."
Yeah,
Yeah.
1,000%.
Yeah. So I haven't finished my meals for like the last 4 meals.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah,
He's
so
been
it's-
struggling.
Something's wrong.
To get them down.
Bro, blood test.
Urgent blood test.
Like, do you feel sick when you're eating or you just get full really quick?
I'm
or-
just feeling like nauseous all the time.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah. And just like very exhausted. But I'm glad. I'd rather it happening now than like on the weekend.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing I'll be fine by the weekend and then
I was about to
be
say,
able to lift.
because like you've competed 20 times?
I don't know, a bunch.
I can't remember. I was going to say, you don't get like, it's not like a pre-nerves or anxiety leading into competition?
No, it's well, nerves about lifting. No, nothing to do with that.
Yeah, well, that's let's rule that one out then.
Nah, I reckon I've been fighting off the flu, and this is just part of that.
Yeah.
Because everyone's had it. Like,
Yeah.
I've been exposed to it from all you disgusting sick people.
Well, when I had it, I had nausea, so that's probably what it is.
Yeah.
Not me. Kimchi, bone broth. What other hippie shit?
Grounding.
Yeah. That's the trick.
Grounding, rage.
Lots of rage.
What about you guys? How you doing?
Yeah, good.
Good. What have we been doing?
I can't do anything. My shoulder's fucking so
Still
shit.
cooked.
Still cooked.
When's
Worse.
Pooh's birthday?
February 22nd.
Oh, okay.
He'll be double digits.
Why did you change the subject? They're trying to tell us how they are. They're mid-sentence. When is Poods born?
I'm sorry, I just had to know.
That's something I'd do.
Don't look at my quote.
Shoulder's still funky. I made it worse again.
Doing what?
I went to jiu-jitsu, but I didn't really train.
Yeah.
And it just fucking seized up real bad.
Oh, no.
So I'm starting to think it's not my shoulder, it's like my lat.
Your lat.
But I don't know. I'm going to go see physio today again.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We go to Bali in 5 weeks.
Nice.
Oh, that's
Is
come
it
up so
5 weeks?
quickly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is that
So much to do.
October or end of September?
September.
End of September.
What the
Yeah, no, dude. It's less
end
than
of August.
5 weeks.
End of August.
End of August?
It's
Yeah.
like 3.5 weeks or something like that.
Oh, wow.
Holy dooly.
Yeah, there's 3 weeks. 3 weeks next week.
Damn. That's exciting.
I got stuff to do.
Me too. Like, get abs.
Wow.
That ain't happen.
Yeah, we were talking about it yesterday. You got 5 weeks to cut. No, you don't. You got 3.
Perfect.
Mm.
Yeah, no. That's it. What have you guys been up to?
Besides being unwell. Have we watched anything lately?
I went to Sydney on the weekend.
Yeah, how's
Went to a APL comp in Newcastle barbell. Just a little comp, but it was good. Yeah. Got to see my mum, which is the main thing.
Oh, nice.
Nice to catch up with Mama Bear.
Where does Mum live in Sydney?
A place called Little Bay.
Little Bay.
That
Where's that?
sounds nice.
It is a nice little area, yeah.
Is that like eastern suburbs?
No, it's not too far from the airport.
Yeah.
Is
20
there a
minutes from
bay?
the air. Yeah, it's right on the water.
Sounds beautiful.
Yeah, it's a good little spot. That's me.
We watched an episode of The Boys, if you guys have ever seen it.
I've heard of it.
No. What's it about?
Well, we tried to watch Snowfall, but we don't have.
Yeah, we tried really hard to watch
it's
Snowfall.
on binge.
We don't have binge.
Oh, okay. Can we have your login?
Yeah, you might be able to use mine.
Just
I'll see you and I'll send
for
it to you.
Snowfall.
Normally, I've got a VPN, so normally I just try and find a country that has it on the other
Yeah.
streaming services, but it's not on any of them.
We're up to, what are we up to? Season 3. We're like
Yeah.
halfway through season 3.
Yeah, I'm really keen to watch it.
Might be the best show I've ever watched in my life. My entire
Hands
life.
down, best show you've ever watched.
It might be.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
It's up there.
Yeah, but for shows and movies, your bar isn't set very high.
For movies it's not, but for shows it's
It is up there. For me, it'd probably be top 10. I think.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Mhm.
Here's my 3 right now. Actually, I'm going to go 4. The Wire. Have you guys watched The Wire?
No, but my
No.
brother said it's his favorite show along with Breaking Bad, and Breaking
Yeah.
Bad's
Wow,
my
Breaking
favorite. So
Bad's
that's
good.
yeah.
The Wire was fucking awesome. There was only 2 seasons of this, but made in America.
Made in America.
And it's still got like a cult following, like a nostalgia.
What is that about?
It's got Kid Cudi in it. And it's about this dude who they live in New York and he's trying to launch a clothing company.
Oh, is it a little bit creepy?
Nah.
No? Okay,
No.
I must be thinking of... No, I'm thinking of a Childish Gambino show, not Kid Cudi.
Yeah. And then there's Snowfall's up there.
Mm.
And then you can't go past Breaking Bad. I don't know if you guys ever watched this, but I watched Gossip Girl.
Oh, yeah.
And I've
of
watched
course.
it twice. Every season twice.
Gossip Girl's awesome.
Yeah, so I loved Gossip Girl when I was younger.
It's really good. Yeah, okay.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I like Shameless. Sorry, I was trying to
Shameless.
I was trying to think of a good show.
Yeah, Shameless is
Shameless is really good.
Shameless is so good. Okay, I'm going to do my quote. And for context, my quote is just about reacting to reacting to the things people say that don't matter. Not like, your close circle and stuff. Okay. The quote is, "You will continue to suffer if you have an emotional reaction to everything that is said to you."
Absolutely.
Nice.
Don't let anyone have that much power over how you feel. Honestly, that's not my quote, but
It sounded very much like a
yeah,
quote.
it did. But I said that to James the other day. Don't let someone control your emotions like that. You know.
Sorry about that.
The printer.
James had some dramas with the printer the other day.
Oh my goodness.
Printers in general are frustrating.
They are, but that's what I was saying. After all this time, how come people still have so much trouble with printers?
Yeah.
Tom Rowe's like, no, you just didn't use it properly. Like, bro, I pressed print.
Print.
But then you did it, just printed off straight away. I was like, man, I did that too.
Okay, who's next?
What you got?
Uh,
Mine's really long.
All right. So mine is hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny. Fuck, I fucked that up. Hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny.
Oh, I like that.
Nice.
Mine is, it doesn't just apply to lifting, but like life in general. Perfection is not attainable, but if we chase perfection, we can catch excellence.
Sheesh. Okay.
Nice.
Okay, mine's really long.
Okay. Who says it?
No one.
Oh.
Today, I want you to think about all that you are instead of all that you are not. I hope you know you're capable, brave, and significant, even when it feels like you're not. You've fought 1,000 battles, but you are still standing. You've cried 1,000 tears, but you are still smiling. You've been broken, betrayed, and abandoned, but you still walk proud. And you should smile, and you should laugh, and you should live without fear. And when you love hard. You're humble, beautiful, and real. Stick with people who pull the magic out of you, not the madness. The people you will always remember are the ones who made you feel loved when you were at your lowest. It's not that people can't love you if you don't love yourself. It's that you won't feel it because it will always seem like you don't deserve it. Remember that your worth isn't defined by others' opinions, but by the kindness and strength you show yourself. Embrace your imperfections, for they make you unique and resilient. Keep shining because the world needs your light.
Wow.
I wrote that.
You did not write.
Damn, Tom.
Where did you find that?
Instagram.
Just on an Instagram page that I like.
That was really nice.
Yeah, I'm always on a kick about making people feel good and telling people nice things, and sometimes I have to remind myself to do it a bit harder.
Yeah, I really, really like that. It's a good one.
James?
You already did one.
Oh.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Fruits.
Poods, what are you grateful for? My
Treats.
my sock.
Treats.
Treats and a body sock.
All right. What do we? What fucking comes after the?
I'm
Grateful.
Grateful for water loading. It's the highlight of my week.
Oh, man.
Yesterday I water loaded on milk, which helped with the stomach nausea and the stomach pain, and just really grateful to be here.
Well, I'm grateful that I'm not water loading at the moment.
It's a good thing to be grateful for.
Interesting, because I'm cutting for literally nothing. I'm treating this comp as if I'm going hard for something, even though I'm not.
That's good.
Yeah.
So like my attitude as well, which might actually happen, is like, let's say I miss my opening squat on depth, I'm still going to go up. And if I miss my second on depth, I'm still going to go up. And if I bomb, I'm still going to treat it like that's the number I got.
Yeah, nice. Fucking I'm excited to see you compete. What's the? I don't know if you saw. So your last, besides you would have smoked it if you didn't get injured at the last pro roll you did. Not the the one where you totaled 832, but you took a token deadlift of.
No. The 832 that was post surgery. That was actually my full performance.
Oh no, sorry, it was the 800 one.
800 one. Yeah, I was meant to total 900. So I pulled 255. The plan was to pull 355.
Yeah, and you were meant to pull 355 sumo, weren't you?
Yes.
Was it your hip?
It was I got a nerve thing on the day. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I pulled 255 as a token conventional and left it there.
Yeah. Fuck. So what's the goal this week? Just get as close to 900 as you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna treat it as if I was going to qualify for the Zero Pro.
Mm-hmm.
And my plan was always to try and qualify for the Zero Pro on second attempts.
Yep.
So if there's third attempts there, I'll take them.
Yeah, nice. It was because at the moment, I don't know. I did a post the other day about Oscar, who's got the biggest total of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that.
Yeah. But it's going to be you and Davey Ravy, and then Liam will probably beat that as well this weekend, I think.
No, what was Oscar's total?
792.
No, I don't think Liam's going to push harder than that.
Because of Zero Pro?
Because he's just coming back from injury.
Okay.
He's totaled 800 before, though, hasn't he?
Yeah, he was talking to me yesterday, though. It won't be 792.
Yeah, no, he was just planning on going 270, 200, 205, and 270.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
which
Wait,
is what?
like as in
That-
only take openers?
No, 270 squat will be like his third.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's coming back from a quad tendon tear, a partial tear, not like a full rupture surgery deal.
Yeah.
So he's just been easing back into squats real slowly. We made a lot of changes to his technique because he was consistently squatting really high. So we've been pushing him down there, and that's been helping a lot. But he's, just not got the full confidence with squats yet.
Fair enough.
Fair. Yeah, it's scary.
Yeah. Meg, what are you grateful for?
Grateful for flexibility in our schedules sometimes, because then we can go have a coffee in the morning before you jet off to Ireland or New Zealand, is it? New Zealand next week.
Yeah, New Zealand's happening next week.
Wait, and then you're going to Ireland?
That's
the ABS Pro.
Yeah, that's weekend after.
Yeah, fuck. How long are you going for then?
I don't know, because the plan was to go to Ireland for Jen, and then I'll go to Wales for a couple of days. Then because I fly through the States, on the way back is meant to be Danny Grigsby's comp.
Oh, yeah.
The following weekend. But he tore his quad last week. And initially we thought it was just a minor tear that was going to be fine, but it seems like it's a decent injury. So he may not end up competing. We'll see.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Well, hopefully speedy recovery to him.
Yeah.
Because everyone's excited to watch him compete.
Yeah. Anyway, that really turned into more about me.
I said the flexibility in my schedule.
Okay, nice. Gidge, what you got?
I thought I did mine. I'm grateful that I'm not water loading.
Oh, okay.
That counts, right?
We're really all over the place, aren't we?
Yeah. I'm grateful. I just said it before, but I'm grateful that we get to go on holiday again.
Yeah.
Just relax in the
100%.
sun, have a few beers, just enjoy
Have you been
ourselves.
practicing
a
your
few.
like Siggy pose, James?
I can't wait. I can't wait.
How do you do it cool?
You got to
Is
do
it
that,
like two
the
fingers?
video that I sent you with the curls.
Yeah, I will. I actually will. It's I don't know, Meg. It's just it's just a feeling I get.
Oh, there's no particular
Nah.
clutch or
Nah.
hand placement to the
Just
cigarette.
comes naturally.
When you're a veteran, it just happens.
Yeah.
A student of the game.
Yeah. So I can't wait. It's a whole bunch of my like best mates from like Newcastle and around to coming as well. So it's gonna be really cool.
Are you just going for a week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A week and a bit.
A week and a bit. Cool.
Yeah. We got a friend's wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it'll be cool.
That'd be awesome.
Mm.
I told Daniel you're going to Bali. He goes, oh, maybe I should say this after. I'll tell you after.
Nah, say it.
No.
Okay.
It's for after.
That's on our Patreon. We'll put it on our Patreon.
It's so easy to forget that everyone's listening. It's not that bad. Don't worry.
You say that.
We got to take Mozzie repellent.
No, you got to take Mozzie repellent.
Yeah.
If I
fucking
get that again,
dengue over here.
Mm.
because you don't get the same one again, you get the next level
Yeah,
up.
Shane's been warning me every week about it.
Double
Yeah,
dengue.
yeah. There's 4 stages, 4 levels of it.
Dengue plus.
She got the
I
subscription.
will die if I get it worse than what I got last time. Like legit, I will probably die.
Try not to if you can. We do have some stuff to get done before the end of the year here. Need you to pick up some trophies.
Oh man, I don't get it. Wait, I got bitten by heaps of mozzies, and I didn't
Did
get
you?
it. You got
See,
bitten by one.
I don't get bitten by mozzies, and then that one got me in the hotel room, and we laughed about it, and then I got sick.
Well, I'm half Asian, so I'm like one of their people. Like, we don't want him.
Exactly.
All right, should we get into some podcasting?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so I got a few. So the first question is, actually, do you guys want to do the most common asked questions about powerlifting?
Yeah.
Cool. So I Googled what's the most common asked questions about powerlifting.
Oh, that's where you got them from.
Yeah. And that's why they seem so dumb, Meg, because like they're just...
I'm really interested to know what your perspectives are on it. I don't think they're dumb.
Yeah. So the first one's first. You can, like I said last week, you can create your own like nuance around these questions and your own context. So is powerlifting harder than bodybuilding?
Yes.
Why?
Strong yes.
What?
What?
Go. Yeah. Tell us.
It's mentally more taxing. It's physically more taxing in concentrated periods of times of the year. It's more demanding time-wise. Just like all of those things.
So you're looking at it from a sport perspective, like competitive bodybuilding.
Are you talking just like a training session?
Well, that's what I mean. You can create your own context around it. Because if I was to answer this, I'd say powerlifting's way harder than bodybuilding.
I would still say powerlifting, because if you trained properly in powerlifting, you'd be training just as hard as a bodybuilder.
Oh,
plus
wait.
doing
Yeah,
big
sorry.
stuff.
Yeah, okay, cool. Sorry, I thought you said bodybuilding was harder.
No,
Okay.
powerlifting.
Because for me personally, I think bodybuilding, the sport would be harder. Because
That's what I
me
was
personally cannot diet for fucking
Oh,
52 weeks a year.
I understand. I
Yeah,
understand.
Yeah,
Okay.
because that for me, like if we're talking about the sport, powerlifting is nowhere near as hard as bodybuilding.
You mean
Yeah.
the
That's what I mean. You can create your own context.
Yeah.
around it
competition
and-
part? Okay.
So wait, I want to understand the context that you guys were talking about just then. You're just talking about a bodybuilding training session.
Like programming for getting coached by yourself or getting coached by a bodybuilding coach, such as who comes to mind, like BK.
Yeah. Well, let's distinguish. They're two very different sports. But the training remains relatively the same. Obviously, in powerlifting, we put a little bit more focus on squat, bench, and deadlift. But there are plenty of bodybuilders that have emphasis on squat, bench, and deadlift. Like you'll see lots of the, like the drug-free, evidence-based lifters, bodybuilders. They all still program squat, bench, deadlift like a powerlifter, and then they do their own thing like their accessories like a bodybuilder. But that's pretty much what we do too. But obviously, there's a little bit more nuance. Like the reason why we select leg press, the reason why we pick this certain row kind of thing is, a little bit more specific to our sport.
So wait, why do you guys think then, if you're looking at it through that context, that powerlifting's harder because of the squat?
No. So I think powerlifting training is harder.
Yeah, but why?
It's harder, it's heavier, it's more demanding. Like if I want to I just think it's so much more taxing. I'm thinking personally though, like a low bar squat fucks me, fucks my shoulders, fucks my arms. A heavy deadlift just fucking ruins me. Bench press I really enjoy, so that doesn't bother me. Whereas opposed to bodybuilding training, I probably wouldn't be doing a low bar squat. I wouldn't be doing a deadlift. I'd be picking easier alternatives.
If you just take the length of a bodybuilding block, which can go for 8, 10, 12 weeks, because you don't really need to deload as often, I feel like that's quite evident that powerlifting is a lot tougher on the body.
Mm-hmm. What do you reckon, Gidge?
I think from a competitive side, I've never obviously done competitive bodybuilding, but I think if we're talking about competing, bodybuilding would be much harder in the sense that having to cut down to, I've heard some people have eaten only like 600 calories in their final weeks of prep. I couldn't handle that. And then getting on stage when you're that malnourished and having to pose and hold positions and smile the entire time in front of people while they're judging you over your body. So much harder.
There's a lot going on, and don't get me wrong, there's a lot going on in powerlifting, but we're so used to powerlifting and conditioned to it, we know what to expect. Whereas bodybuilding, to me, there's a whole lot more moving objects. Like it's not just the training, it's the nutrition. It's just, you got to manage every single variable as best you can to get the best results you can, just like powerlifting. But there's the posing aspect of
learning
it.
a posing routine.
There's so much. To me, I think the whole lifestyle of the bodybuilding sport would be so much harder.
For sure.
Like for me, it's the nutrition side. That's the thing I fucking couldn't do
For sure.
the most out of it all.
Yeah, I'm just speaking, I'm just giving my own personal opinion.
I always come back to as well the contrast of on when you're competing in bodybuilding, like on the day, you're feeling trash.
Mm-hmm.
You're not feeling the best version of yourself. Whereas in powerlifting, it's kind of the opposite. You should be rested. You should be well fed. You should be ready to go. You should be feeling pretty good. And it's like the day that it's meant to be, the culmination of all your hard work is the one of the days where you feel the worst. It's kind of crazy.
Like, do you guys think bodybuilding's a sport?
Yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No.
What about you, Bridget?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like objectively, it's not a sport. It's a pageant.
That's exactly what I was about to say. I was going to say, it's like there's no, you're not in control of the outcome.
Yeah.
You're getting judged. And it's the same concept as, by the way, I love bodybuilding. So
so do I.
Yeah,
So
I'm a
do I.
huge bodybuilding fan. I love, this is me just as this how I think. And I've always said, that's just a men's bikini show.
But
with that sounds really insulting.
Bodybuilders say this too. Like the actual day is pageantry, but the pursuit of getting to the day is a sporting endeavor.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're treating the training as a sport. It's just but I mean, this is just picking apart definitions.
100%.
Yeah, it's not to discount the work it takes to get to the bodybuilding stage. Like we just said, it's arguably harder.
Yeah. There's 1,000% I couldn't do it. You could pay me all the money in the world, I'd still fuck up.
It makes me think of like gymnastics as well, because like gymnastics is kind of the ultimate blend of pageantry plus sport, and I think that makes it even harder. It's like you do these crazy athletic things, but you're still very much at the mercy of who thinks it looks the best.
Yeah. But I think, like you just said it there, like the display of athleticism is enough for us to consider it as like you weren't not saying that it wasn't a sport, but yeah.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I think gymnastics is a sport.
Yeah.
Except for the one where they don't really do anything.
What's that? The twirl?
Yeah.
Rhythmic gymnastics.
Yeah, that's like equestrian. Like show pony equestrian. Just
quickly on that, you know Simone Biles? So you know she's like the most decorated Olympian of all time.
Yeah.
Who's Simone Biles?
The gymnast.
The gymnast.
From America.
27-year-old from America.
She popped up in the last few years.
Nah, she's been around. This is her third Olympics.
Oh, shivers.
Yeah. She's the most, CJ, across any sport, most decorated Olympian. Oh, really? I think she's... Oh, I don't know. I could be wrong. But, you know, this Olympics, she's submitted 6 original moves.
I don't know what any of the stuff you just said means.
So you submit...
So she's a gymnast and she created new moves.
She's created new moves.
Oh,
but she's...
Why don't you just say she's like the Matt Hoffman of gymnastics? Then I would have understood.
Yeah, but she's submitted 6 new original moves.
Insane.
Can't be that hard. Sorry.
Like, don't you think that's fucking wild in 2024?
Yeah,
and like incredible. One of the oldest sports, like, I don't know. I think it's crazy.
I love that. I love when people are innovating something that's not innovated too often.
Yeah.
Doing something novel and different.
Yeah, so it's crazy.
Like when it counts.
Yeah.
You know, people try and innovate powerlifting training by adding 17 bench days. That's not innovation. Yeah, check out my new programming style.
Yeah, so does anyone else have anything to say that on that subject? Powerlifting harder than bodybuilding?
So we agree in competition, bodybuilding is harder. But in a training session individually, powerlifting is harder?
I'm just gonna answer it like all encompassing. Bodybuilding's harder.
Yeah. I think I'd fall in that camp as well.
I choose powerlifting.
Same.
And that's just personal because I've done both and I find powerlifting harder.
Oh, which comp did you compete at? Sorry.
And financially, isn't bodybuilding quite expensive? Like if you want to compete?
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff you got to pay for.
Yeah, it's messed up.
Yeah. The tan, the hair, makeup.
For reference, Meg did do a full prep.
Yeah?
COVID stopped it, right?
No, I stopped it. I was like, I can't do this anymore.
How many weeks out were you?
Like 5, 6.
Okay.
Oh, you got super lean as well.
You were pretty much stage ready.
No, I wasn't. But like, I wasn't willing to go any further. I was like, no, this is not it.
Fuck. All right.
Yeah, no thanks.
Next question. What age should you stop powerlifting?
Never.
29.
Yeah, my hip stopped at 23.
Nah, what age should you stop powerlifting? These are genuine questions that people ask, by the way.
I guess when you don't want to do it anymore?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, there's no cap on it.
No. What's
cap.
the oldest what's the oldest athlete we've seen this year? Like at a States or
in
at
their
a
70s, probably there's Margaret. Margaret's 74. Then
what's Alan's age?
Alan he was 68, I think.
Okay.
And then there's the lovely what's his name? He's
I already
so
know who you're
sweet.
talking about.
John Meldrum, he's 71.
Yeah. Well, Max Bristow is a powerlifting legend in Australia, and he competed at the APL comp on the weekend. He's in his 80s.
Yeah,
wow.
So good.
Yeah.
Tom, bro, who was that? We're at the deadlift only comp, and there was that doctor who pulled he's like 70 years old and pulled like 300.
Oh, Terrence Titus.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
in
his 70s, and he pulls like 270, 280.
Wow.
Yeah.
David Wilcock is like 60, turning 64 this week or next week. And he you guys have seen him train. He's a fucking monster.
Does he see the stuff you post about him on Instagram?
Yeah.
Because you roast him.
Yeah. It's funny because it's always his kids who see it first and send it to him, and his Gail always sees it.
That's good.
Yeah, they all love it. They think it's hilarious. But I think I've told you, people actually message me and go, no way he's 97. I'm like, yeah, no way he's 97. Have you not realized his age changes every week? And it's so funny because people in here in the mornings will see him and they'll be like, oh, not bad for 105 years old. And he knows it's cool. He loves it.
He's a monster.
He does train hard.
He trains fucking harder than anybody I know. He trains very hard.
That's awesome.
And there's also no specific age where it's too late to start powerlifting either.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Margaret Pukalis started when she was 69 years old.
Wow.
And didn't she say her life
Yep.
started again when she found powerlifting?
Yep.
Wow.
She's a very active competitor as well.
And she's so lovely.
She's had some shoulder issues too, so when she can't squat low bar, she just competes and does high bar,
She's amazing.
which is fucking cool. She just
cool.
loves the sport.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolute weapon.
Yeah, so age does not matter in powerlifting. Next question is, are powerlifters healthy?
Next.
That was a Googled question?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, this is like saying, are Australians healthy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some are, some aren't.
I'm going to say powerlifters are healthy because they're trying to... No, because then you could argue that anybody chasing elite level performance or maximum performance aren't healthy. Like, is the endeavor of... Is the pursuit of something like that
See,
healthy?
I don't like that argument when people say, if you're going for high performance, that it's automatically not healthy. Because there's so much about it that is, and there's probably more about it that's healthy than not.
Definitely. Like, the habits that you create. You elaborate more.
Yeah, no, exactly that. Exactly that. Like, people can argue this for any sport, but at the end of the day, if you're active, you're prioritizing sleep, you're prioritizing your nutrition, it's going to outweigh some of the negative that comes with it. The only time I'd start to argue that in the context of powerlifting is in untested powerlifting when people are being cowboys with drugs. Then that's absolutely going to be unhealthy. But even then, if you want to talk about untested lifters and health, it's like there is a slight trade-off for health towards the end of a prep, but by and large, that's outweighed by the general health that people normally prioritize year-round otherwise. But it's kind of like one of these things where some people choose to be healthy and some people choose to be pieces of shit. I think if you want to be the best powerlifter that you can be, health should absolutely be a priority.
I thought of this the other day. I was talking to someone about untested lifters. And I just thought, like, how many drug-free lifters do you know that get their blood work done?
Not many. Not many.
So, like, people that are untested, like, by and large, it can be unhealthy if you're abusing drugs.
Mind you, I know less. Of the untested people I know, less of them get blood work done than those that do.
But do you know what I mean? Like, where was I going with that? Like, they are conscious of their health.
Yeah, there's something to be said. We should do an untested or steroid podcast at some stage soon. But there's something to be said for when people get on gear. A lot of the times it's like, okay, well, now I have to ramp up my attention to detail when it comes to those little things. Sometimes people go the other direction, but smart people who are actually, and people who have good guidance normally realize, okay, well, this thing can actually hurt me if I don't treat it right. And in order to treat it right, I need to be doing all the right things. And that involves prioritizing health.
Yeah, I think back to when the first time I tried steroids was 2022. And I remember that's the most locked in my nutrition and training has ever been. And it was purely because of that. Yeah. I was like, well, now I've finally made the decision to, do this, which is it's a personal decision.
For
and
sure.
I was, how old was I? 30 years old when I decided to. I'd already been training 10 years. Or like longer than that.
Longer, yeah.
I'd already been
been athletic your whole life.
Yeah, and like I was just never ready. And when I decided to make the jump, I was like, well, now I got to do all this. And that's the first time when I got my bloods done and everything. Because I want to do this.
Yeah, no. I think when it comes to health, it's like, if you feel good, you perform better. Like a lot of people ask me around work stuff, like how, or they might be interested in my routine in terms of like, you guys know I prioritize sleep, I prioritize nutrition. That's not just about performing well. It helps with my performance, but I couldn't do what I do from a work perspective if I felt like shit all the time. So I prioritize that stuff so I can be productive in all areas of my life. Makes everything better being healthy.
100%.
It does.
100%. All right. Do powerlifters always train heavy?
Not the smart ones. I actually disagree. I'm sorry. I disagree with my own statement. I think we always train relatively heavy. Because even when you're doing 8s, it should be hard. If they're easy, I think this is the lie that a lot of powerlifters have built themselves into. We're taught that we should always have a little bit left in the tank, and there is some truth to that. I think just most people leave too much in the tank all the time, and especially in their accessory work. They then just sandbag their accessories to the point where everything is light and easy, and they're not actually doing anything. They're just kind of showing up. And they add 10 more days because they're like, I feel pretty good. I can add another bench day. It's just like you're adding another undercooked bench day. What's the point?
You know, this is just me being honest and vulnerable. You know, when I first started coaching, I taught a young lifter RPE, and it's almost like I ruined their progress by teaching them how, like, you know, that same concept. Like, you want to have a little bit left in the tank. But then that was their mindset about everything. And it took a little while for them to unlearn that. It's like, no, we need to push hard. Like, yeah, the RPE is a gauge, but it was just an easy way to teach them, like, what effort is, and then therefore, you know, everything was an RPE 7, and you know, oh, this is good. It's like, yeah, but now we're not getting anywhere.
Yeah, and I mean, a bit that's just a learning experience for you as a young coach, which you've gotten past. You know, you've obviously learned from that experience. To even understand how to use RPE, you have to know have to know what it feels like to go to 10 and even beyond and fail. Like, because how do you know what a true RPE 9 is? If you've never failed, if you've never pushed until failure or never felt how hard that is, 9 is just like a hard set.
Yeah.
Whereas 9 is knocking on the door of failing.
And I've got lifters at the moment. There's a few of them that have been overshooting lately. Right now, in this phase of the training, it doesn't really bother me because at the moment, it's all learning. It's all experience. It's all going to help them better understand how to use their RPEs, like, to their advantage later on. Yeah. Like, if they're fucking it up now, it's fine because eventually, like, you got to figure it out yourself eventually.
Yeah. You want to hear the lamest thing ever? So, if you follow Jordan Hellier, he made a post yesterday. It's the first time he's mentioned it, but at the end of his post, he wrote Project X, and it's my experiment.
Really?
I'm trialing a new programming style. I'm going to do it with him. I'm going to do it myself after this competition, where I'm leaning a little bit more towards like modern hypertrophy science, which is very much like RIR derived. And so what we're doing is just our classic sort of linear progression, 3 sets of straight volume. But the first set is a weight range. The first set is like a feeler set. So you're given a weight range and a rep range. So you feel that out to determine the next set, which is like an RIR based thing. And then you match it on the third set. So it's like, for example, on squats, I've programmed him, say, 210 to 220 for 4 to 6 reps. He does the first set aiming to be in that range, 4 to 6 reps to be like, okay, this is the right weight to hit 2 RIR. So he does like 210. He's like, you know what? On the next set, I could do 220 and that'll be 2 RIR. So he goes to the next set. Then he just does as many reps as he can to 2 RIR. Ideally, it falls within that range. Maybe it's a little bit less. Maybe it's a little bit more. And then he matches that on the third set. And
all 4 to 6 reps.
Well, it's going to then progress through the block similar to how we normally progress through the block with changing rep ranges, but then those RIRs also change through the block.
What if you fall short, or like you only manage 2 reps in a week that you intended to get 4 to 6?
Well, similar to RPE, it's like it's a learning experience and you start to get better at hitting the target more and more and more.
Yeah, you get better at the skill of RPE.
Because as I do this more and more, I'm really seeing that the key driver of progress is maintaining a consistently high intensity, and that the main lift is so much less important than the intensity of the main lift and the intensity of the accessories that we use to bolster the main lift. And I'm seeing so much rapid progress in people, experienced, non-experienced, natty, not natty, male, female, by leaning harder into this methodology. So I just want to actually push for it a bit harder and see where we end up.
Putting it simply, you're saying you're noticing it's more effective just for RPEs to be higher most of the time?
No, I'm saying that volume is less important than intensity.
That's cool. I like that. I want to show you some of...
So rather than going like 8 sets of squats across the week, 2 to 3 sets is fine, as long as we've then got directed leg training, directed torso training, stuff that actually matters towards the squat.
I want to show you my... sometime this week or whenever you're free, I want to show you some of the spreadsheets that I've like changed and made myself.
Yeah, sweet.
Because it kind of sounds like some things I've been doing with some people.
Yeah,
And it started from a time-based thing. Some people are like, I can't do like X amount. I'm like, sweet, we're only doing this now.
Yeah.
Mm.
This is assuming that the person doing the program has the best technique ever.
I wouldn't say it assumes that the person's doing the best technique ever, because that's what, by and large, the accessories are for. Because I don't necessarily agree that doing more of the main lift absolutely improves technique. This is the problem with frequency, right? It's like, my squat's not very good, therefore I'm going to add 3 squats across the week. But those 3 squats have to be at an intensity that is not specific to the changes that you need to make under the intensity that you'll be lifting at the higher end. So like if you want to fix the hips, doing a really heavy leg press with an intent on keeping the hips stable is going to be more beneficial than doing more squats at like 80%.
Well, if you guys are doing 3 sets, 4 to 6 in a week 1, so how's that? That's like 12 reps in total in one given week. Someone who isn't as experienced as Jordan or yourself in powerlifting probably needs a little bit more exposure to repetition, even if it's in the same session.
Well, I think that's what's going to be good about this program.
I don't fully disagree with that. And I'll still be using things like tempo and secondary movements, cycling through them.
Cycling through them block to block.
Less about block to block and more like section to section. So like,
what does that mean?
Macro cycle to macro cycle. So maybe you do 3 blocks of one thing, 3 blocks of another thing. It's like as needs basis. Like I'm not discounting the value of extra volume, of a little bit of extra frequency of these other lifts. I'm just saying that we don't want to overvalue them too much.
Mm-hmm.
I just think this just came to my head. Like the easiest way how me and David, he used to have really bad troubles with holding his shoulders during a bench press, and we fixed them on the prime chest press. And now he understands what his shoulders are doing in space when he goes to the bench press. So I don't know. Maybe that's I don't know, because I see what you guys are both saying, but I'm just looking at it that way.
Yeah,
like I can understand the low volume because you are putting the pieces in the puzzle, but you're getting them from somewhere else.
Yeah, I mean, like a snippet of this is not going to be enough to sort of unpack the full intent and the full background behind arriving at this point. I get that.
Well, I'm excited to.
Why is it called Project X?
I told you it was lame. It's just like I should have really called it Project Z, Project Zero.
Ooh, Project Zero weakness.
Thanks for listening, folks.
This is a good one. How's powerlifting different from weightlifting?
It's not.
Yeah, it's so funny though when you tell someone you do powerlifting or you coach powerlifting. Oh yeah, I can't wait to watch that at the Olympics. Yeah, I like that one. I'm like, nah, it's not that cool.
I thought that it was taken out of the Olympics.
Nah, so the country,
I thought that too.
The country that hosts the Olympics can choose whether they want to.
Oh, that's nice.
So let's say when it's in America, our dad will be there.
Yep.
Why?
Yeah.
Well, because USADA have some of the harshest and strictest rules around doping, anti-doping and testing policies. Whereas USADA are actually upset with other countries' testing policies, especially with weightlifting. So I reckon they'd be like, no, we're just not going to have it.
Which is crazy, because they should all just be operating under one singular WADA code, right?
Well, because historically, USA haven't done that great in weightlifting at the Olympics.
That was my thought. Maybe they just know that they're not going to do well. So
I don't know. I hate the Olympics with a passion.
Yeah.
You do, don't you?
Do they do out of competition testing for the Olympics, like leading into the Olympics?
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you hate the Olympics?
Just billions of dollars to put on this show. They build these stadiums that never really get used again properly. They displace thousands and thousands and thousands of people. It's all artificial for this entertainment for 2 or 3 weeks where the entertainers don't get paid.
1,000%.
Like, I hate that. It's just a bunch of fucking old white men wanking each other off, walking away with their billions, and everyone else suffers as a result.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's fucked.
And we're all just sheeple that watch it on TV and are like, oh, cool, look, people running.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's a really negative view of it, but like the fact that the athletes, and I know athletes that have gone to the Olympics, like I've known people personally that have been involved with the Olympics, and their life was fucked. Like how much money they had to spend on training to be an Olympic athlete while trying to study, while trying to maintain a life with absolutely no support from Australian Sporting or the Olympic Committee or anything like that, paying for their own flights to and from the thing, winning medals and getting nothing for it is just absolutely insane to me.
Yeah. Like you see some of these bonuses that other like governments give their athletes if they get a medal or something. It's like, fuck, that's awesome.
Yeah.
But you don't really hear about. Do the Australians get anything?
I think it's sporting dependent.
Yeah, because we had Liz Clay on here and we were asking her about it. She still went to work.
Yeah, and I think if you win, they pay you for your flights back.
That fucking sucks.
Which is still pathetic if they've sacrificed a career.
You're the greatest athlete on the world in this discipline and you get 20K.
And I just hate that, like, there's certain sports that automatically have favorites that are guaranteed to get endorsements and sponsorships. Like, no one's going to sponsor the top obscure, like, ski jumper versus the Ian Thorpes of the world, you know?
Yeah.
Well,
anyway, that's my very negative Nancy view on the Olympics.
No, I like it. I'm with you because it's true. Like you got these athletes that fucking do everything.
On a positive note, some of those really big Olympians inspire lots of little kids to get into sport.
There's lots of positives to take away as well.
Or just to be more active. A lot of inspirational stories as well that might not have been shared if they didn't get out of their situation.
Yeah.
I agree, but at the same time, I feel like it's so false. It's like false hope because they idolize these people who they think are like seen as spectacles in the world. Like they're seen as almost celebrities and they're just not. Like you probably walked past an Olympic athlete on the street. You wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Nobody knows you're the strongest equipped powerlifter in Australia.
Oh, no. People
everybody knows.
I got stopped 3 times in the airport on the weekend. Do you remember Diren? I ran into Diren Dunraj in the airport. He was a client of mine for years. He was definitely a client of Zero's while you've been involved because he came here and trained here once.
What nationality is he?
He's like Indian background, but he was from New Zealand and he's moved to Australia.
Nah.
Yeah, he's a legend. Really good guy. I bumped into him in the airport. I bumped into Grant McPhee. He was on my flight. He was so keen to get in the sitting next to all the people shot. That was so good.
That was so funny.
I was doing it. He made a joke about it before we got on the plane. And then because I have all the privileges, I got them on the plane first, like through the skip the line kind of thing. And then I was sitting in my seat and I was taking photos. And then he saw me doing it. So he quickly ran up to my seat and sat behind me to get in the photo. He's like, take a photo. Like,
that's
yeah,
so good.
All right, let's do it.
Just quickly on the Olympics, is there anything you guys are looking forward to watching there?
I liked watching that women's battle with the overhead snatch or whatever. That was cool.
I honestly didn't know it was on until like 2 days ago.
Why? What are you guys interested
Nothing in particular.
I can't wait for all the running events, so all the distance.
Yeah, running.
I've been enjoying watching the judo. I can't wait for the wrestling to start next week. Freestyle wrestling. I don't really care about Greco-Roman.
Is table tennis in the Olympics?
Yep.
Wait, what's the difference? I didn't even know there were different types of wrestling. What's Greco-Roman wrestling?
So Greco-Roman, it's all you can't shoot for the legs. So it's all like throws and it's kind of like judo to an extent.
Okay.
But in judo there's grips and whatnot. So it's you can't shoot for the legs. Basketball obviously. Yeah, that's the ones I'm looking forward to.
Nice.
Do we have another powerlifting question?
Yep. Can I get strong from 3 days of training? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Absolutely.
Very strong. I think you get strong from 2 days of powerlifting.
You get strong from 1.
Maybe at a very a slower rate, but yeah.
Yeah. Like I've thought about it a few times. I'm like, man, if I could do jiu-jitsu the amount of times I like doing, I could, and if I wanted to do a powerlifting prep, I could get away with doing 2 days a week.
Of the powerlifting?
I'd obviously have to manage my expectations and yeah. What else is there? That's those questions. Should we do the other one next week?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we have a quiz.
Yeah, let's go, Tom, bro.
All right, I was on quiz duties today. Don't look at my phone.
I'm too blind to see it.
Look. Wait, let me put the brightness down a little bit. Shall I?
Is there a theme or is it just general
There's
knowledge?
no theme. All right, ready?
Yes.
There's only one mammal that can fly. What is it?
Possum?
When have you seen a possum fly?
I think I was thinking of like the magic possum.
One
Is
mammal that can fly.
A flying fox?
What?
Yes. Well, it's, you mean like a bat?
Yeah.
Yeah, bats.
Yeah.
Bats are counted as mammals.
Oh,
Did you-
God.
Did you mean a bat?
I did.
Oh, okay.
I just
Well,
thought
like,
we were looking for the
fly-
particular.
Yeah,
Oh,
flying
yeah.
fox is a very specific
Yeah.
bat.
Nice.
All right. What is the smallest dog breed?
Chihuahua.
Who said that first?
I think Bridget did.
Yeah. All right. 2 for Gidge. What was ketchup originally sold as?
Fake blood.
No.
Ketchup?
Was originally sold as a juice, a drink.
Not quite.
It was.
Medicine.
Yes.
What the fuck?
Yes. Medicine for diarrhea and indigestion.
Wow.
A lot of the products that we like soft drink, for example, was
Like
originally
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, it's all comes from that like snake oil salesman era,
Yeah, wow.
like the 1800s, where everything was medicine.
Yeah, Coca-Cola had cocaine in it back then as well.
Good times.
All right, true or false? Buzz Lightyear was originally named Lunar Larry.
False.
True.
True.
Lunar Larry.
Yeah.
Why would I think? Why would you say that? Why would you come up with it and be false? I don't know what I'm thinking.
Only one planet spins clockwise. What is it?
That
Saturn.
is.
No, it's Neptune.
Yeah,
Venus.
Yeah, I was going to
It's
say
Neptune.
Neptune, but I think.
Venus.
Oh, Venus. Damn.
2 for Meg.
Oh, I'm so annoyed.
What's the
I didn't know
score?
3 and 2. And 0. Weakness. Which city was the Eiffel Tower originally made for?
New York City?
No.
Was it in France?
No.
Ooh.
Milan. Rome.
No.
Is it in
Getting
Europe?
close,
Can we have
though.
So it's in Europe
In
somewhere?
Europe? Yeah.
Madrid.
Very close.
Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Fuck's sake.
Well, James can have half a point because he fucking set that up for you.
No, it's all good. It's
No,
all good.
that's not
It's all
how
good.
the game works, my love.
All right. How much did James Cameron sell the script of Terminator 1 for so he could direct it?
Oh, man.
Ooh.
I don't know, like 20 million?
30,000.
He sold the script for, I believe it was 10 million.
Keep going down.
Oh, that's right. 5 million.
Way down.
1 million.
Way down.
5,000.
10,000.
Way down.
$300.
Way down.
$0.
No.
$10.
Way down.
$5.
$5. $1.
$1.
What?
I'm so confused.
Sold the script for $1.
Why would he do that?
And Meg,
Because
it's not,
he wanted to direct it. So he was so confident. As a scriptwriter, instead of getting paid the royalties as the scriptwriter, he wanted to be the director. And he was so confident in it that he sold it to this woman so he could be the director.
Wow.
What the
and
fuck?
look at how successful it was.
Yeah.
hasta la vista, baby.
That's from the second movie.
Oh.
Okay, this is an easy one, so be ready. What is the most popular beverage worldwide besides water?
Coca-Cola.
No.
Tea.
Yes.
Whoa.
Oh, that was...
Oh. Papers is rock. Papers is rock. I want to see how they papers is rock.
What are you doing? Okay, for that sin, point awarded to Bridget.
Tom, bro, have you noticed
Someone
it's only in
needs to vouch
Australia?
for me.
I hate it.
I'm doing it the right way.
No, you're not.
Oh.
I stop people in their tracks because they're like, paper, no. Wrong.
It's so good.
All right, last one. How many time zones are there in Russia?
Oh, I know this.
Oh, actually,
I thought
There's
you
only
meant
one.
the game center.
no, that's China. There's only one. In Russia, there is
4. 5.
6.
More.
14.
Who said 11?
Me.
11.
Crazy.
I had a
11
horrible
time zones.
performance.
You really did.
Damn.
I don't know who won that. Bridget?
I think so. I think I had
1,
5.
2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4 as a tie.
Nice.
Ooh, tiebreaker.
Yeah,
Tom,
give us
bro.
one more question.
Okay, give me a sec.
Hang on, mister.
Pooch knows it's the end of the pod, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Just wait. Wait. Oh, this website's terrible. Never mind. Okay, wait. Okay. All right. This is a chemistry question.
Ooh.
What element does the chemical symbol AU stand for?
Aluminium.
No.
Gold.
Yes.
Oh.
Nice.
I thought it was Australia.
Well done. Meg, super champion.
Bye.
Thanks for listening. Bye. Thank you so much for listening to the ZeroW Podcast. If you want more information, head to our Instagram, @0_weakness. Hit the link in the bio for all of our services and any information on upcoming workshops and events. Don't forget to leave us a 5-star review so we can have a broader reach and answer more people's questions. Thank you once more.